Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari 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 Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharadhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana 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 Yamuna Tira Vanachari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Ganga Vikhari, Hari Ganga Vikhari, Hari Gaura Hari. Jaya Ganga Vikhari, Hari Ganga Vikhari, Hari Gaura Hari. Jaya Ram Lakshman Sita Bhakta Hanuman, Ram Lakshman Sita Bhakta Hanuman. Jaya Ram Lakshman Sita Bhakta Hanuman, Ram Lakshman Sita Bhakta Hanuman. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Ananta Re, Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Ananta Re. Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Ananta Re, Lakshmi Narasimha Jaya Ananta Re. Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita Jaya Gauranita. Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita, Gauranita Jaya Gauranita. Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva, Adita Bhavana Panchatattva. Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva, Adita Bhavana Panchatattva. Jaya Tulsi Maharani Jaya Vinde Devi, Tulsi Maharani Jaya Bhakti Devi. Jaya Tulsi Maharani Jaya Vinde Devi, Tulsi Maharani Jaya Bhakti Devi. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jai Gaura Hari Bol.
Stand. எனக்கு வேணும். So here. As usual, we'll start with prayers. Can you come forward? Come till this matter. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयति कृपावतारं श्रीगुरुदेवतां परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वर हरि ओम। So the kids can go to Kids Plus. Oh, they're flying like anything. Good. Okay. Looks like today it's cloudy because of that people are less. I don't know. So let's start. So we are discussing this wonderful scripture called Bhagavad Gita. So today, last session, you would have understood the importance of Bhagavad Gita, how our culture was systematically destroyed. So today we will be seeing how to revive that. So obviously we dedicate this presentation to His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So actually, so I was in Mayapur. Okay, so there. Like there was a small girl, Russian parents, Russian girl. Okay, so she saw a painting and then she said like, this is Putana, like that she pointed out. So when I saw that, it was so nice, like a small girl, foreign land, she doesn't know anything about Krishna, she doesn't know anything about our culture, but she said, this is Putana. I don't know whether our kids will be able to recognize that, okay, but she was able to recognize, very small. And so we attend something called Mangalarati in Mayapur. So Mangalarati means morning, early morning 4:30, not midnight 4:30, early morning 4:30. Okay. So there at the time, so the kirtan was sung by a devotee who is a foreign, like I think I don't know whether he is Russian or from UK. So the devotee was singing the kirtan. So when I heard that, like he was singing, like see, if you see a foreign devotees, they'll find it difficult to pronounce our Sanskrit this one. But I couldn't find any fault, which not even fault, I can't say fault. Like I was absorbed in the kirtan that I was relishing and forgetting myself. That level of precision, that level of devotion was there. So when I saw that, what a magic Prabhupada has done. So obviously we dedicate this presentation. Without him, it is not at all possible to understand this complicated subject. Yeah. So straight away we'll start. So today's session is pretty light, so we'll start with a warm up. I'll revise what and all we have seen in the from the first session. Keep your memory sharp, huh? Okay. So there are four needs we saw in first session. Does anyone remember? Physical need. Okay, spiritual need is the last. Somebody asked, Prabhuji, you took that session, huh? Okay, physical need, psychological need, emotional need, and spiritual need. Good. Thank you. Two types of body we have. Gross body and subtle body. What does the gross body has? Earth, water, fire, air, ether. Subtle body has mind, intelligence, thoughts, ego. Good. Okay. Good karma, bad karma, which is good? Nice. Okay. Good karma, bad karma, based on our opinion, according to me. Then, according to Shastras, basically Bhagavad Gita. Now, how to get rid of all the karma? By devotional service. Okay? Picture of it. Okay. Four authorized paramparas we saw. One is Dhamma Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, and Kumara Sampradaya. Okay? Mind. Tell me the analogy of mind. M stands for magnifies the problem. Good. I see, get ready for solution. Infinite thoughts. Okay, correct? Never in present. Okay. D. Distraction. Yes. Stress and anxiety. Now tell me solution. M stands for. Very nice. Make the intelligence strong. Okay. I. Involve in positive engagement. N. Never trust the mind. Okay. D. There is a delete. Delete the previous impression. Okay. I don't know how many times I will tell you. Please remember the solution better. Okay. Fine. Okay. Oh, Krishna. Yes, repeated. Fine. So three modes we saw. What are the modes? Goodness, passion, and ignorance. Okay. Sattva, rajas, tamas. Okay. Now tell me. This is very difficult. I don't know. Which mode is the best mode? Goodness, passion, or ignorance? Last one. None of the above. Why? All are like gold chain, silver chain, and iron chain. All the three chains are very nice, but we should really get out of the chain. That is the real same way in the blue, right? So every mode is one. Now, how to get out of these three modes? Yes, devotional service. I gave an analogy. Like a dog of my friend was barking at me. Then my friend told Tommy, sit down. Similarly, Lord is the master of these three modes. So he will tell the no master of three modes, oh, don't trouble my devotee. When he tells, they will not trouble. Otherwise, we will be troubled by them like anything. Okay? Yeah, let's jump into today's session, reviving our eternal faith. Okay. So far, you have been attending the sessions. Tell me in one or two words how we can acquire knowledge. What are the ways we can get the knowledge? Reading Shastras, good. Get from some guru, get the information. Okay, good.
Involved in devotional service.
Yes. Devotional service, association of devotees, good. Any other? Chanting, okay. Okay. By our experience, yes, by experience, by really seeing, like by touching fire, we understand that fire will hurt us, right? By our experience, and we are seeing, we are hearing, yes, all those sources are knowledge, right? Yes. So all those things put together in three ways. One is Pratyaksha Praman, second one is Anuman Praman, third one is Shabda Praman. Okay. So I will explain one by one. So Pratyaksha Praman basically is seeing is believing. Show me everything, then only I believe. Okay, that is how it is. Wherein Anuman Praman is a guesswork. We guess, and then do experiments and then find out. Then Shabda Praman is through the authoritative sources of knowledge. Okay, so we will see one by one. Pratyaksha Praman. Okay, so all our Western ideas, all our Western people works on this principle. Seeing is believing. If I don't show me, if you don't prove me, I will not believe what you say. Okay? But our Vedic scripture says this is the least way of getting knowledge. The least way of getting knowledge. We'll understand today one by one. See, in this session, no, I will whatever your consumption is there, I'll toss it up. Okay? Okay. So today you'll understand why we should not believe in seeing is believing. Okay? Yeah. We have all the humans have four defects. Okay? So Sanskrit it is called, so these four these defects are called Karana Apartava, that is imperfect senses. Next one is Pramada, illusion. Third one is Brahma, commit, mistake. And then fourth one is Vipralepsa, cheating purposes. Okay, these are the four defects every human has. Because of that, we don't recommend that no seeing is believing is correct. So we will see why our senses are imperfect. Okay, now, Prabhuji, I can see everything. Why do you tell my eyes are imperfect, my ears are imperfect? Why our senses are imperfect? I'm telling a lie now. Why? You can see, no? You can see me, you can hear me. Why our senses or eyes are imperfect?
Subjective.
Subjective, good. Any other reason?
We are good right now. We are not good later.
Pardon?
We are good now, but we are not good
Means you will not be able to see the activity behind the scenes. Yes? Okay.
Processing. Mind is processing what we see.
Correct.
And that depends on our background, what we have seen, our experiences.
Okay. Good.
Changes.
Okay. Correct.
Everybody got their own view and viewpoints.
Right. Person to person, the perception changes. Correct? Yeah.
We have internal bias to think. We want to see what we want to see. We want to see what actually it is.
Correct. So Prabhuji said nice point that we want to see what we want to see. Correct. Okay. So basically what happens? See if I turn off all the lights here. Can you see? Why? There's no light. That means what? Our eyes can see visible spectral only. That is 400 micron to 700 microns only it can see. So what happens when we turn off all the lights? If there is no sunlight, you cannot see at all. So towards the light, if I turn off all the lights, if so much crowd comes, you will not be able to notice at all, right? So that shows that without the external aid, we cannot see, right? And without the visible range, we cannot see 400 to 700 micron. So if you see in border, the soldiers when they do the night patrolling, they wear goggles called infrared goggles. So with that, they'll be able to see if anyone is walking and things like that. Similarly, you can see animals, they hunt in the night. Yes, they can see in the night, but wherein we cannot see. So that is the reason our eyes are imperfect. Clear? Yes. Now tell me why our ears are imperfect.
We can hear a spectrum range. Yes.
Yes.
We have the band.
So we would have studied in our school, our audible range is 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. That's all, 20,000 hertz. Beyond that, we cannot hear. Ultrasound is a sound, correct? But can you hear? No, right? Similarly, I saw in National Geographic channel, one elephant was nicely walking, very happily walking. Suddenly, out of nowhere, it was like very mad, very like we say cranky, right? So it became so cranky, it was so mad and running and here. So later they disclosed that somewhere some ultrasound or different range of sound came and it agitated the elephant and it was running towards the source of the no sound. So that's how we cannot hear like ultrasound, but they can hear. Similarly, if you see bats, no night they will go. How they will fly? Because they emit a sound, they see the reflection, and then they hear the reflection. Then based on that, they take judgment. That sound we cannot hear. So since we cannot hear all the sounds, our ears also imperfect. Okay. Tell me, our next is what?
No.
Nose. We'll take nose. Okay, tell me why it is imperfect. You all been to hospital, right? Okay, we'll see now. We are not been to hospital. When you enter the hospital, you'll see a strong disinfectant smell. Correct? Yes. But after 5 minutes, do you feel that? Why? You used to it. Correct? So our nose can sense a change in the atmosphere. It cannot be absolute. Okay? So if similarly, if you open a house which is closed for so many days, and when you open that, you will feel a some odor, bad odor. But after getting in the house, within 10 minutes we get adjust to it. Right? So same way, no, our nose cannot sense the absolute. This one. Tell me how our tongue is imperfect. Easy, very easy.
Everybody cannot taste the same thing the same way.
That is one thing. Okay, I'll tell.
He likes even bad.
My son, I gave gulab jamun. Okay, he had it. Then after that, I got a very tasty, sweet tender coconut water. Okay, so after eating gulab jamun, it was very sweet. I had it myself. Then I was giving him. But when he drank it, it was very bitter like that. He was telling me why. Already it was too much sweet. Because of that, this sweet has become less sweet. Okay, so our tongue is not able to sense the absolute taste. It can only differentiate the taste. That's the reason in the marriage and all they keep the pickle. After eating one sweet, you have to apply pickle to rub all the then you can take the next one. Okay, so that is our that is our culture. Okay, so that's why our tongue is also imperfect. Now next is our touch. How our touch or the feeling of touch is imperfect. Hey, easy, yeah. It's not rocket science, Okay, so my son had a fever. We both had COVID, third wave COVID. So I had a fever of 101 degrees. My son had 102 degrees of fever. And I told him, no, my son, like, no, I'm also having fever. I'm also tired like that. So he touched my hand. Okay. After touching my hand, he told, "You're telling lie. You don't have fever." Like that. Why? Because he is 102. I am 101. So his body is very warm. I am very cool comparatively. Okay. So if you see, you would have better seen if somebody's body is very hot, other person's body is little bit less hot. You'll see their body is very cold. Okay. So our touch also can feel only the relative, cannot feel the absolute temperature. Okay, so our eyes are imperfect, our ears are imperfect, our nose are imperfect, our touch is imperfect, our tongue is also imperfect. That's the reason it is imperfect senses. I have not told a lie, it's a fact. Okay, yes. Next, illusion. How many of drove your car in highways? Okay. While driving your car in highways, you will see water in the front, right? It's a real water, no? We can take it in our bucket, right? What is that? Mirage. Since we know it is mirage, we know it is a this one. Suppose we don't have that knowledge, we'll be really chasing after the water. Correct? Yes? So now, I'll show some images. You tell me whether they are moving. By the way, these images are not GIF, graphical moving image. They are actually they are actually like plain JPEG images. Okay, are they moving?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. No. Okay. How about this? Not much moving, huh? I don't know. Even I am feeling it is straight. When I designed, it was nice. Okay, no problem.
If you look at the center in the next image, you look at the center, so sometimes it looks
It looks rotating.
it looks
Okay.
like a wall.
Are these circles are rotating?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. How about this? Waves are moving? Ha. This I am also seeing the waves are moving. Okay. Maybe Prabhuji can come forward a little so that we can have more space. Little bit, just no 2-3 inches we can come forward. Okay. So basically the point is we get illusion. Okay. So easily we get illusion by so many things. For example, no, I can say many things like initial days. Okay, I'll come further. So basically, no, many things we may think it is real, but it may makes us illusion, like mirage, right? So we may not feel what we see is really perfect and correct. Okay. Next, committing mistakes, Brahma. Okay. So initially, scientists thought, no, brain is an organ to cool our body. Okay. Then they thought this master glands are a no useless tissue in the body like that. Okay. But later only they came to know that no, it's a very important organ in the brain. Okay. So initially, the science is evolving. So they also commit mistake. They say something and then no, they refute it. Similarly, they recently Pluto was there in our textbook. Now Pluto is removed. So they slowly evolve and they refute themselves again and again. Okay. Wherein I'll show in various scriptures they are absolute. We'll see one by one. So this is the third problem, committing mistakes. Okay. Next, cheating propensity. Okay. Trust me, everyone has this. Only degree is vary. Some has very very little, some has very 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 high. Okay, including me. Okay. So I'll explain. One such cheating theory is this Darwin's theory. Okay. So I don't know why it is there in the textbooks. Many people have refuted it. So I will tell what are the reasons why we should not believe Darwin's theory. See, he told this is existing. So from this, naturally, we evolved and became human. Okay. So I have the first question. So if some animal becomes evolved, so the original animal becomes extinct. That's what we have seen. Okay. But monkeys also existing and humans also existing. That itself says that first problem means they are not proper. Second is I have a question. The first one is there, last one is there. Where are the middle ones? Why it is not there? Okay, that is another problem. Okay, so Prabhupada used to say that maybe Darwin's forefather may be monkeys, but not we like that. Okay, I'll give a simple example. Ramayana happened how many years ago? Lakhs and lakhs of years ago. That time humans were there, monkeys were there. That itself tells it's a proper, no? Correct? So that itself tells that this theory is wrong. If lakhs and lakhs of years also humans and monkeys were there, then that means this theory is not proper. Okay, so that is what is the thing. So what happened is Darwin was actually had a son. Okay, my mentor was sharing this. So he did a research and then he was finding this. So he had a son who was small and he had some disease. So he was sincerely praying to God to save him. Okay, but unfortunately he died of the disease. So he could not tolerate the pain. So he invented a method that by nature's arrangement, everything happens by its own. We don't have to worship God, we don't have to pray to God. So that is what he want to do, and he want to deny the existence of the God. To prove the deny the existence of the God, he propagated this theory. This is how cheating propensity people have. Okay, they propagate a theory. Even today, textbook we are studying, which is false. Okay, so let us revise. We have four defects in humans: Karana, Apatava, imperfect senses; Pramada, illusion; Brahma, commit mistake; Vipralipsa, cheating purposes. With this, all the defects we say seeing is believing, which is not correct. Okay, but all the Western ideas, so far, all the Britishers, all the papers, all the journals, all the scientific knowledge works on seeing is believing. Okay, which is fundamentally problem. Fundamentally, these four defects are there. Because of that, we cannot seeing is believing. Okay, next. Anuman Praman. Guesswork. Okay. Why it is wrong? Why guesswork is not a good way of acquiring knowledge? Guesswork and experimental work. Let me do experiment and find the result. Probability that we'll find the right source and right answer, right conclusion. Correct? Any other?
Your initial assumptions and basis could be wrong.
Yes, our initial assumptions basis could be wrong. Okay. Pardon? Mind is contaminated. You are saying something about this? It doesn't work on based on facts. Correct. So basically, I'll give a simple solution. People die is a statement. Now, if you have to do by guesswork, you have to check. Okay, I'll tell the background, then I'll start. Okay. So I work in ISRO. Okay. So when we toss a coin, what is the probability that we get heads or tails? 50%. Correct. So we know by theory it is 50%. So now, as a scientist in ISRO, my responsibility is to prove that it is 50%. Okay. So myself, my son had a bet one day. So we had a bet that out of 5 times we toss the coin, if we get more heads, that if I win, you have to study. If you win, you can go to play. Okay, so 5 times we tossed, 4 times heads came. Okay, then I told that this one. Then my son understood that more times heads only coming, so he told rematch. Okay, then he told now I choose heads. Okay, for his luck, next time luck, all the time heads only came, then he went and played. So why I'm telling this is like when we do short time, we will get more heads or more tails. So we have to do longer time to get the real probability. So in ISRO, what we do is, so we get a probability theory. So we do minimum 10,000 times, 1 lakh times simulation to check the probability. So that is the level of this one is required to prove that it is really 0.5. Okay, so that means 10,000 times you have to toss the coin and see that what is the result. Then we will find around 0.4999 or 0.500001, something like that. Okay, so that is the amount of work effort required for us to prove a probability theory. Guesswork. So now I say that people die. What we need to do? Go and check 10,000 people whether they are really dying. Then we have to conclude that no, people really die. Okay, so this is how tedious is guesswork. Rather, you hear the authority sources that people who take birth will die. From Bhagavad Gita, it is there. Okay. Now I'll give another analogy. There are four blind men was there. From day one, they were blind. Okay, they were seeing elephant. So this guesswork, what they are doing. So one person saw the tusk of the elephant. He was thinking it is a bow. No arrow. Sorry. Other person was holding the tail of the elephant, and he was telling that it is a rope. Okay. One person was touching the ear of the elephant. He is telling that it is an axe. Okay. Then one person was holding the that what do you call it, trunk, first front trunk of the elephant. He is thinking it's a snake. And one person is holding the leg of the elephant. He is feeling it's a tree. So the guesswork or experimental work is like this. We may not get the full picture. Because of that, we may conclude something wrong. Okay. So another easy way to understand is, suppose you want to find who's your father. What we should do? We should take our DNA and take all others' DNA to check whether they are different father. Correct? No? Or hear from the authority sources, which is mother. She will tell who's your father. Okay. Similarly, our Vedas are mother. Okay. They tell who's our real father. Okay. So we will understand now. So we have been seeing three ways to acquire knowledge: Pratyaksha Praman, Anuman Praman. So Pratyaksha Praman is seeing is believing, Anuman Praman is guesswork. So both are really bad ways of getting knowledge. Shabda Praman is a real authoritative source of knowledge. Let us understand why we need to hear. Okay. Now, there are three reasons why we should hear the Vedic scriptures. First one is axiomatic truth. Second one is amazing prediction. Third one is they are the life manual. Okay. So let us understand one by one. What do you mean by axiomatic truth? Does anyone know what is axiomatic truth? Something which cannot be refuted. Good. Any other? So basically, a self-evident theory which requires no proof. I'll give a simple example. So a definition of a point is a circle with zero radius. It's called dot. Okay. So does it need a proof? No. Okay. In my office, we have studied in our school days also. 4 plus imaginary number we study. 4 plus 9i, 10 plus 5i, something like that we have studied. So in my office, every day I use that number. If I don't use that, I'll not be able to solve the problem. But it is an imaginary number, which doesn't need a proof, but it really exists. Same way, our Vedic scriptures doesn't need a proof. They really exist. I'll tell you. So now I'll cover further. Okay. So actually, our Vedic scriptures will never evolve. I'll tell one statement. There is one statement in Vedas. Please hear carefully. They said that if you can prove one statement in Vedas wrong, you can reject entire Vedas. Can you imagine the confidence they said? If you find one thing wrong in our Vedic scriptures, you can reject the entire Vedas. This is the confidence of Vedic scriptures. Suppose I am writing a paper and submitting to authority, and I am telling that if you find one thing wrong, you can reject and fail me. Okay, can we submit our paper? No. But look at the confidence of Vedic scriptures. They tell if you find one thing wrong, you can reject the entire Vedas. But look at our science, they slowly evolve. See, initially Dalton said atoms means is the smallest particle. Okay, in the 19th century. Then Rutherford said, no, atom consists of electron, proton, and neutron is there, like that. Then, no, Schrodinger came, he told, no, they are not particles, they are waves. So science, if you see, they are trying to understand, trying to evolve or things like that. Whereas Vedic scriptures, they don't evolve. They give a direct meaning as it is, without anything. It will be very crystal clear, without any what do you call evolvement, without any postulate. Maybe this could be like that. It will be proper. Okay, we will see one by one. Okay. So this is a challenge which I explained. Now, nowadays, if you see our Vedic truth are coming, modern science is proving one by one. Okay, so we will see one by one. And another point is this Vedic knowledge stood the test of time. It was valid the day one. It is valid now. It is going to be valid for the future forever. Okay, they won't change over time also. That is the confidence or the authority of Vedic scriptures. So we'll see one by one. Now tell me what is that? Cow? Cow dung. Why do we use purification? Why purification is needed? What? From what we need to purify? Negative, okay. Any other scientific this one? They are proved in the modern science that they are acting as a wonderful disinfectant, right? But we have been using this from day one, right? If you see our village, even if you go now, people use this to clean their house, and then they put so many things. So why do they do that? They know that they are the perfect disinfectants. So we know from day one, okay. And when the Britishers came here, not to India, so the Colgate company, I don't know which company, so they told you Indians use charcoal, salt, and then the big powder to brush your teeth. Useless people like that they told. Now they are telling, आपके toothpaste में salt है क्या? Correct? But we have been using from day one, right? So similarly, turmeric, it has a very wonderful antiseptic properties. 1990s, the American one company filed a patent by extracting the chemical component of that. Then we have to tell that no, we have been using from ages together. Okay, so many things which we are using had very wonderful science behind it. Okay, tell me what is this? Earth. In Sanskrit, it is called Prithvi. Any other reason? Any other name? Google, right? Google means what? Sphere, right? So day one we know that our earth is a spherical thing. Okay. So during earlier days, the kings used to tell their sailors, don't go far off the shore. If you go far off, you'll fall down. Okay. So they'll tell the sailors such a way that no, they don't go far like that. Only one person during I think 1400, 14th century or 15th century, Magellan from I think he's Portuguese sailor. So he took the courage from Portugal. He started and he went around the American continent and came back to this one to prove that Earth is a spherical. Okay. Now we will see amazing thing from our scriptures. I don't know whether how many of you can read. I'll just read the translation. Our Vedic scripture has our world map also. Okay, I'll just read it out. So the world map is seen in two parts. First half of this island appears as a set of people leaves and sacred trees, and the second half appears like a huge rabbit and they are surrounded by some different varieties of leaves. Okay, and this is there in our Mahabharata. I don't know this one, like exact parva, I don't know. So Sri Trivenkada Ramanuja has sketched a drawing of this rabbit and the people leaves. So this is how it is looking. Okay. Now you just have to rotate and see how it is looking. Clear?
Yes.
We are advanced. Please note. Okay. This is how world looks like. Okay. Huh. What is the radius of our Earth? Our Earth? Anybody knows?
40,000.
6,400 approximately. Our Srimad Bhagavatam has our diameter of our earth. Okay, it is 1,000 yojanas. One yojana is equal to close to some 8 miles. Okay, so with that, our diameter is coming around 12,872. If you divide it by 2, which is the radius, comes around 6,472. This Bhagavatam written 5,000 years ago. Okay, so our Vedic scriptures don't need a proof at all. Okay, clear? Okay. Next, plants have a life. Okay, we have been studying in the Bhagavad Gita, Jalajana Lakshani, Stavara Lakshana. That we have 20 lakhs of different Lakshana, 20 lakhs is there. Okay, so initially scientists were thinking that plants don't have life. So 19th century only they put so many sensors. I think our Jagadish Goswami discovered, right? So many sensors they put, and then they literally try to kill the plant and see that whether it is having film. So through the sensors they could find that plants have the life. Okay, but day one our Bhagavad Gita tells Jalajana Lakshani Stavara Lakshana. The soul is there in 20 lakh species of plants. So we know from day one the plants have life. Okay, so some scientist has to come from somewhere else to tell that. Okay, what is this? Ultrasound scan, right? Okay. In Srimad Bhagavatam, say next 10 minutes, please listen attentively. If you slept so far, no problem. Next 10 minutes, please listen attentively. Okay. This shows that now how important our Vedic scripture is. We have been programmed to believe that we are inferior. Okay, that is what Prabhuji told in the last session. We have been programmed, fooled, and systematically we have been destroyed to fool to believe that we are inferior. Whatever we follow is very, very, very inferior. Please listen carefully how much we are advanced. See, last time he showed that how they distracted. But this session I'm showing what are the proofs that how much we are advanced. Okay. So this is the ultrasound scan of the fetus, right? In the third canto of Bhagavatam, there is a detailed description. The day one, the semen enters the womb of a mother, till the day last, the child comes out of the mother. How the growth is clearly given without any ultrasound help. Okay, step by step, what happens in this month, what organs grows in this month, what type of consciousness they develop, what type of things they go through. It is mentioned very clearly. It is said that I think third or fifth month they take darshan of the Lord inside the womb. We all take darshan of the Lord inside the womb. We pray to the Lord, oh Lord, I've been suffering in this world for so many lifetimes. When I come out, I will definitely remember you and pray. No, I'll involve in your devotional service so that I'll come back to you. This is the promise we made inside the womb. It is there in Srimad Bhagavatam. I'm not telling this. Okay? Yes, but after coming here also, Prabhuji, no time for chanting. Okay, but we made a promise to God. Please remember that. Okay. Next, what is this? Eclipse. Okay. So if you see our astrology, right? Sorry, our astronomy, no, our Jyotish Shastra, they clearly predict when eclipse starts, when eclipse ends, right? So our Panchanga has a clear-cut things. So since I am working in ISRO, so in order to predict things, we have to observe for minimum something like 2 to 3 months together. We need to see consistency. So when we found the water in the moon, right? So we discovered, right? So even Americans have found it, it seems. Okay, but they are looking for confirmation. Okay, since our equipment went and then find out, then we took the credit actually. Okay, so this is how it works in the scientific world. They need a multiple confirmation to confirm it. But look at our various scriptures. They day one, the almanac is very clear. Our Panchanga is very clear when eclipse is going to come, when it is going. Even today, we know when sun is going to set, sun is going to rise, right? But no, these people take a lot of time and efforts to find out all these things. But we were being expert in this 5,000 years ago. Okay, this is how advanced our system was. Okay, okay. Next is astonishing prediction from scriptures. Please hear this carefully. Lord Chaitanya was predicted 5,000 years ago that he will appear 500 years ago and then he will perform wonderful costume. All the descriptions are given in Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, 5th chapter, 32nd verse. So this Srimad Bhagavatam is at 12 cantos. So you would have seen Bhagavad Gita, it's like one book. Okay? Wherein Srimad Bhagavatam is like, it's huge, so they are separated into volumes. We can say volumes or things like that. So we say technically cantos. So 12 volumes, 12 cantos are there. So in the 11th canto, he has been predicted. Lord Buddha has been predicted, sorry, in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay? Even Chanakya Pandit, who appeared recently, has been predicted in the 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay? That, by the way, the Srimad Bhagavatam is written 5,000 years ago. Okay? Not written after we took birth. Okay? 5,000 years ago it is written. King Ashoka has been predicted. Okay, he will appear, he will do all those things like that is mentioned. Even Jesus Christ and Prophet Muhammad is mentioned in Bhavishya Puran. It is also predicted. Okay, so after telling this all this thing, suddenly one Prabhuji raised a hand. Prabhuji, anything about me in the scriptures? I said, Prabhuji, so only great personalities are predicted. We may be great in our home, but not in the society, so we are not predicted like that. Okay, yes. So let us see some other predictions about our future. What is going to be happening in this world? This one. Okay. Can you repeat after me? Vittameva kalonirnam Janmachara gunodaya Dharma nyaya vyavastayam Karanam balameva hi. Mataji, can you translate?
In Kali-yuga, wealth alone will be considered the sign of a man's good birth, proper behavior, and fine qualities. And law and justice will be applied only on the basis of one's qualities.
So during those days, the kings give protection to the cows also. Okay, so it is there in Srimad Bhagavatam. Parishit Maharaj took the sword to punish a person who was beating a cow. Okay, so that is the level of protection. Now, if you see a big rich man do hit and run, okay, court case goes on and on. First it goes to junior level court, next court, next court. By the time the case ends, they both die actually. This one died, but court case goes on and on. Okay, so very wonderfully predicted. So 5,000 years ago, there is no such case. People were very righteous. They want to protect the kingdom like anything. But they that time itself they told that law and justice will be applied only on the basis of one's power. Okay. Okay. Then another thing is, for example, even 200 years back in Kashmir and all, those kings were ruling, right? So they used to, if they find a thief, let's say somebody involved in thievery, so if they find that, if they get the thief, the punishment they give is they cut their hand. So if you see the capital punishment, you may be astonished. But it is mentioned in the scriptures, suppose that thief is forgiven, let's say, and then he commits again and again. When he dies, he will go to hell and suffer a lot and lot, it seems, because he was not punished here. Because he is suffering a lot and lot there in hell, he will curse the king that you should have punished me. Since you have not punished me, I am suffering, then he will curse the head, no king. That's the reason no kings were used to immediately anything wrong happens, they punish very severely according to the Shastras. So this is how its system works. That is how no justice is applied. But look at now, even the worst of the thieves are forgiven, and worst of the people are forgiven. Like people are very sympathizing. Let us recite only the verse. I want you to read translation by yourself. Okay, I don't want to read this translation. Okay, Dampatya. Okay, no need to recite also. It is no, I don't. I'm not comfortable. But I will tell no this whatever is happening mentioned in this verse is really happening. Okay, so 2 years back when I took this course, my mentor called me. So he was telling me, Prabhuji, do you know what is hot in Kundanali area like that. He asked me. I don't know Prabhuji like that. He told me PGs are very very hot now like that. When he was telling me Prabhuji, like no, he was no, simply joking with me. You missed a very very good time now like that. He was telling me. Okay, so at the time I was, what is possible? How is it possible like that? When I went here there, when I came for pamphlet distribution in Panathur area and things like that, everywhere calling in PC only like that. I saw when I saw that where are we going like that only I see. But look at that, it has been predicted in our scriptures 5,000 years ago. Men, no, men and women, no, will mingle just without any proper, no marriage or proper authorization. They, no, mingle. So that day, when Prabhuji was discussing, I asked him, see, you're telling me you're missing me. Do you know the real punishment which we get in hell for this? Like that, I asked him. Okay. You all want to know, hear it? Yes. Okay. Good. I'll tell. So, wonderful, beautiful woman will be kept, but she will be made of molten copper. Okay, you will be forced to embrace that for the sin which we have done, and no, until your body cannot tolerate, you will be forced to embrace that. This is the punishment we get. And whomsoever drinks alcohol, no, the punishment is hot molten iron will be kept as in a wonderful wine bottle. Okay, we are supposed to force to drink that, and you cannot say no. You'll be like held tightly by the Yamadutas, and they'll force and put in it. So these are the punishment for the sinful activities. That's the reason Prabhupada always tells four regulative principles: no illicit sex, no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling. So he want to make sure that no one suffers this hellish punishment. That's the reason he is telling again and again. If you open his book, no, you will see repeatedly this will be there. Okay, so that's the reason. It's very very painful. Okay, next. This will recite. Prajani luptai rajanye nirgrane dasyu dharma vihi आचिन्नदार दरीना यास्यन्ति काननम. Any Prabhuji central translation?
Losing their wives and properties to such avaricious and merciless rulers, who will behave no better than ordinary thieves, the citizens will flee to the mountains and forests.
Okay. So nowadays, what is the tax?
30%.
Maximum is 30%. Correct? Okay. You know what will happen in the towards the end of Kali Yuga? As we grow, how much it will become? 90%. Sometimes it will touch 99%. Okay. Whatever you earn, you have to give it to government only. Okay. That is what is mentioned. Losing their wise property to such merciless rulers. They will tax like 99%. They will behave no better than ordinary thieves. Those days when the scripture was written 5,000 years ago, every penny, they also collect tax. It is mentioned in the Vedic scriptures, they collect 25% tax. Okay, I don't know, 10 or 25, I don't know. Some number is there. Okay, so they also collect tax. But every penny of the tax they invest in the welfare of the people. They make sure that bridges are built, the ponds are renovated, and the proper irrigation system is there, proper no facilities are there for the citizens. Nowadays, this is what is there. Every penny is taken in their pocket. Whatever is spilling out, they are spending for us. Okay, this is what is happening. But this has been already wonderfully predicted in the Bhagavatam that they will behave no better than ordinary thieves. Okay, such an amazing prediction. Can you imagine? This is how a very scripture is. Now, I have a question for all of you. Future, as we progress in Kali Yuga, what will be the maximum age of humans? Any idea? 20, okay, 25, 10, okay, 100, okay. Any other number? 80, 70, 60, okay. Yeah, let us hear from the scriptures. Okay, repeat after me. Trimshad Vimshati Varshani Paramayuha Kalo Nirnam. All of you had lunch, no? Okay. Voice is very low. Okay. Next slogan. Voice should be high. Okay. So the maximum duration of life for humans being Kali Yuga will become 50 years. I'll explain what do you mean by this 50 years. Trimsha Vimshati. Trimsha means 30. Vimshati means 20. So it will like 30 to 50 years. Now, if you see maximum duration of our life is like 100 years. But people die from 60 itself. 60 some die, 70, 80. So it is like 60 to 100 years. Now, towards the end of as Kali Yuga progresses, it becomes 30 to 20, so 50 years. Okay. Now, I have a question for all of you. Hmm? We have been studied in our Ramayana that Lord Ram ruled for 10,000 years. Maharaj Dasharat ruled for 60,000 years. Now, if your grandchildren comes and tells, "Hey Papa, we are not able to live even for 100 years. Huh? How Lord Ram lived for 10,000 years, Dasharat Maharaj 60,000 years? You are telling a lie. I will not believe you. What will you tell? Scriptures, okay. But okay, you believe scriptures, I don't have to believe, no? What will you tell? Yes, Peppa, yes, Peppa, you're right on this. What will you tell? Kali Yuga, okay. So what happens in Kali Yuga? Decreases, okay. Okay, any other reason?
Pollution.
Pollution, okay. Bad habits, yeah, true. Food lifestyle, okay. So I'll tell one thing. Please listen. Huh? What is it?
Non-veg.
Non-vegetarian. So I'll tell this one, please hear carefully. When your grandchildren ask, so last time Prabhuji told, because of us being not having knowledge, we're not able to convince our kid to take this one. See, a lot of, I don't know how many of you seen many movies, many movies also come. The other faith people, simply they tell one thing. How can you worship stone like that? Just because of that word, people are getting converted into other things without even understanding the background behind it. Okay. Anyhow, one session is exclusively there for what we do, whatever the rituals we do, what is the science behind it. We'll be telling in the session. So please don't miss the session. It's an advanced session. So please listen carefully. In so Lord Ram was there in Treta Yuga. Okay, so in the Treta Yuga, people were having a height of 40 feet height. They were not like 6 feet height. Okay, in Dwapara Yuga, people were 10 feet height. Now maximum we have 6 to 7 feet height. So a person's whenever a person appears, whenever a product is manufactured in a company, something is sealed along with that. What is that? Expiry date. Okay. Similarly, when we are manufactured, we also have an expiry date. Doesn't matter. We may think that it will never come, but it is going to come one day. Okay. So that expiry date is decided based on number of breaths we take. Number of breaths is fixed. Okay. Now those people were having a height of 40 feet. So their lungs is so big. Okay. So their number of breath takes longer time. Okay, it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Dhruva Maharaj, you may be knowing, Dhruva Maharaj took breath once in 3 days. Can you imagine? Once in 3 days, he took one breath. Okay, that is the duration of lifespan they had. Okay, because of that, this one. Now, one day, means I was going through one of the video. One Mataji was sharing in Puri, Jagannath Puri, one Pujari was returning from Seva. Okay, a huge personality was following him. Okay, so he was really afraid who's that and who's that. So with courage he took turn back and saw, and then that person told like, no, who are you like that? He asked. Then he introduced himself. I am Vibhishana like that. So why you have come like that? No, he asked. I used to take darshan of Lord Jagannath, so I had come like that. He was telling, and then like no, see, I have seen you, but people will not believe me. People will think that I am mad. So give me some proof like that. He asked. So then Vibhishana gave his bracelet. You know the size of bracelet? It was a wheel of a bullock cart. That much size was there. Okay, that is how huge people were in Rama and time. So Lord Ram lived for 60,000 years. Okay, fine. So next, now once one hero, what happened? They are doing even a historic movie. I don't know which Maharaj, either Shivaji Maharaj or Pratap Rudra something. I don't know which real king they were trying to do. So this hero was a 8 pack. full biceps. We all have very good family pack. I'm not talking about that family pack. So that hero had a nice biceps, everything was there. So he was given a what is that duplicate armor for to replicate the war scene in the movie. Okay, this hero told, "See, I am a very fit person. Okay, get me the real armor. Why are you giving this duplicate armor? So that then I feel real, like that he told." So then two, three persons lifted the armor and brought it there. Then this hero who had biceps couldn't even lift that armor. Okay, forget about bearing and going for a warfare. So 300 years, the strength which we had, now we don't have. That is the reality. So with the time, we will become 30 to 50 only. So I can see now itself. See, I studied ABCD and computer in my 12th standard. ABCD I studied early. I studied my computer in 12th standard only. Okay. Now at LKG itself, they are asking us to study. I think I don't know that little hat junior something is there. They are giving this also. What is that? Course also. So that I don't know. Within 2 3 years, they recruit and give offer letter also. Okay. That will happen soon. So, but this is really happening. You see, with the time, what will happen at the age of 10 to 12, you will pass out of college. 15 to 20, you will have bigger kids. By 30, you will settle and then okay, yeah, that's all. Okay, that is what is going to happen. Okay, now, do you all want to know what is going to happen in future in Kali Yuga? Okay, get ready. The ears open. Okay, it is mentioned in the scriptures. Next 10,000 years is going to be really good. Okay, next 10,000 years are really going to be good. After 10,000 years, it is going to be very horrible that it is going to be acid rain. We might have polluted our earth so much so bad that only acid rain will happen. When acid rain happens, entire water body becomes polluted. In spite of your RO, your aquaguard, you cannot purify them. Okay? So, since there is no proper source of water, you have no other option for water. You have to kill an animal, get their blood, quench your thirst. This is how horrible it's going to be. Now, after that, animals also will be lost. Only humans will be there. Okay? We will become cannibals. Okay? I would like to ask genuine question to all of you. How many of you chanting one round every day? Okay. Please note, it's not to threaten you. See, if you go anywhere outside, anywhere outside other than your personal relations, like your father, mother, brother, everyone has a motive towards you. Any business environment, or anything, anywhere you go, everyone has a motive behind your this one to connect with you. Either they want a profit, or they want something. Look at here, I'm telling you very frankly, we don't want your money, we don't want your donations. Okay? So we always say Nadanam Najanam Nasundari Kavitama Jagadisha Kamani Mama Janmani Ishwari Bhavata Bhakti Rahitu Kipai. We don't want your donation at all. We never say that we want your money. We don't want followers also. If you all don't come, no, I'll be very happily reading Bhagavatam. That's no, my Guru Maharaj gave a lot of instruction to me. I'm not able to fulfill. Okay, so I'll be very happily sitting and reading Bhagavatam. If class is cancelled, out of I don't know, you will be very happy, but I'll also be equally happy. Okay, so I have a lot of things to do. Okay, out of true welfare for you, I'm requesting all of you to please chant. Now you all tell me, Prabhuji, what is there? We'll take birth. We'll come again. What is the problem? The horrible life of Kaliba is going to be so pathetic, you cannot even live. Okay? And you may think, okay, next 10,000 years is very good, no, like that. Okay? Now for that I'm going to tell you. Please listen carefully. So since you all came here, you all chanted Hare Krishna Mahamantra, okay, Lord will be very pleased with you. So he will give you heavenly planets for next 30,000, 40,000 years. Because I was going through the Bhagavata cosmology. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is mentioned, description is given. How much is the lifespan of the people in the heavenly planets? So moment you enter heavenly planet, minimum 30,000, 40,000 years you have to live. Okay? So for one round which you have chanted here, you will have 30,000 lifetime in heavenly planets. After 30,000 lifetime, Indra Dev will come, chalo, nikal ye. He will tell, please go off. Okay? Then you have to come here. When you come here, the world will be full of acid rains, full of this one only. Now you may think, Prabhuji, while registering Gita course itself, people have told me this. No. We were very, very better. Correct? So please don't fear. Okay? You just continue this process. You will be successful. But if you leave, I don't have anything. You come after 40,000 years, there will be no ISKCON, no devotee, no association. You will be suffering like hell. Then you have to wait for next Kali Yuga to perfect. Because we are part of Kali Yuga. We cannot go to Satya Yuga and all. We don't have that much quality to be in Satya Yuga. Hmm? So very, very important, with folded hands, with no sincere prayer to you, because it's a sincere welfare of you. I'm requesting all of you to chant. Hardly takes 10 minutes, isn't it? Yes? Doesn't take 10 minutes. Keep an alarm. If you're waking up at 7 o'clock, wake up at 6:50. If you're waking up at 6 o'clock, wake up at 5:50. 10 minutes only. So anything activity, naturally our mind will tell thousand reasons. Thousand reasons. Abhi karna hai, this person, this bald person, now I want this bald person will have no job. Then why you have to listen to him? Like that you may think. Please don't do that. Okay? So out of true welfare, I'm asking this to you. Otherwise, you will be suffering. See, trust me, I'll share. One person actually blocked my contact also. So, but the prayer to him, the prayer I pray to Lord, see, I'm living in a high position. Okay, you block my contact, I can also block your contact, that I could have done. But no, I sincerely pray to the Lord. See, it's okay, he let him block me, but let him don't block no his path to Krishna, his path to Bhakti. Let him don't block. That's the prayer I offer. This sincere prayer you will not get anywhere. Okay? So please utilize the opportunity, please chant. Okay? Okay. Can you repeat after me? This is a very important shloka. Hope you all had wonderful nights. Okay. Shambalagrama Mukyasya Brahmanasya Mahatmanah Bhavane Vishnu Yashashah Kaltihi Pradu Bhavishyati. Some Prabhuji can do translation.
Lord,
Go ahead.
Lord Kalki will appear in form of the most eminent Brahmana of Sambhala village, the great soul, Vishnu Yasa.
When Lord appears, see, look at the amazing, the features of our Vedic scriptures. When they appear, they will tell where he will appear, who are their fathers. So he will be appear as son of Vishnu Yasha. He will appear in the Shambhala village. Basically, it is near Bihar. Okay, so that is the symptoms given. See, nowadays many Bhalawans are there. I heard even Kalki Bhagavan is there like that. Okay, so we should ask whether your parents' names are described in the scriptures or whether you are mentioned in the scriptures. Okay, but another amazing thing is the scriptures tell precisely where he is going to appear, when he is going to appear. Everything is very precise. This is the proof of validity of our scriptures. That's why we should believe scriptures. Seeing is believing. I should explain. I should experience. Then only I will chant. I should feel the connectivity. Please don't do that. Okay. So our Vedic scripture tells something. Immediately we should follow. Okay. So I just repeat: axiomatic truth, prediction, and life manual. So the life manual, I have one thing. Okay. Now, what is this? By the way, it is not there today. Okay. So, in order to tell gulab jamun, I have to explain like this. It's a soft, fluffy, juicy syrup like that. I'm saying mouth is watering there. Okay, please control. Okay. So instead of that, explaining to you, I could have given one gulab jamun to your mouth. You can hear some experience. Correct? So same thing Krishna tells. Can you repeat after me? Rajavidya Rajaguhyam Pavitram Vidam Uttamam Pratyakshavagam Dharmyam Susukam Kartamabhyayam. So when you practice this devotional service, practice the Vedic principles, it gives a direct perception of the self by realization. You will feel direct perception. Now, I'll tell two success stories in this Gita course. I have many success stories in the previous Gita course. So there was one person who was working in some company. He didn't like the job, then he went to some school teacher. Then finally, because of his some mental peace or something, he became a Swiggy delivery boy. Okay, that person was attending this Gita course. So he was always complaining, I'm always bored, Prabhuji, I don't know, really don't know what to do. That's the reason I chose this job like that. So after attending the course, he told me that I'm much, much better now. Okay, I'm able to do much better now. Thank you so much for helping. He told that I tried many things to come out of this. He tried all the spiritual practices available in this earth. Because he was not married, his parents also like very old, they cannot take care of him. So like he roamed everywhere. So this was my last to last year. And there is another Prabhuji, he used to take 8 to 10 tablets to get the sleep. Okay, and plus anxiety control. Now he told me that my tablet prescription is reduced to a great extent. I am able to sleep peacefully now. This is my previous year's success. This year, one Prabhuji, I was surprised to hear that. That you all remember third session I told no that uh, I forgot his name. Deep Kapadia. Yes, he was telling that I'm able to remember his past life. One Prabhuji who was sitting here, his daughter was having the same problem. When he heard the session, he was able to understand, he was able to cope up, and he was able to help her. Okay, of course, she already came out of the problem, but when he really understood, it was really happening. Okay, and another, this one is one Prabhuji was sharing me that their no father went through a critical accident. The entire family was traumatized. He came and shared me that because we are all chanting, I inspired every family member to chant. Entire atmosphere, in spite of the difficulty, it was very, very good. When I heard that, I was having tears in my eyes and I was praying to Prabhupada, "Oh, Prabhupada, thank you so much using this tool as an instrument to help the family." Yes. So this is how it really works. It really works. Many people, right? Many people after attending the session will tell that yes, my anger is reduced. I'm able to think better now. I'm able to control myself better now. All those things happens. Just we need to follow the scriptures. It really works. We have seen miracles in so many devotees' lives. Okay, we just have to follow. Okay, how? After telling all this class, people will tell, Prabhuji, why should I believe? Okay, for that only next 3 slides I have. Last part of the session. Okay, so what is wish? How many of you go to shaving shop and do the shaving? Oh, very nice. Okay, rest all do self shaving. Okay, so when you go to shaving shop, we don't know color both of the person. Okay, he keeps a sharp knife here, right? But you have full faith in him that he will not do this, he will only do this. Correct, now? You have full faith. You don't know Kula, Gotra of the person. You have full faith that he will not do this, he will only do this. But we don't have faith in very scriptures. Okay, next. We travel by aeroplane, train, or bus. We get into the bus. After getting into the bus, a driver, if you don't take me to the destination, I'll kill you. Will you say that? We comfortably have faith in them. We sleep very nicely in the train or flight. Correct? Showing that full faith that he will take me to the destination. Okay. Another thing is we go for surgery, doctor. We have full faith that they will cure. Okay. Next one is restaurant. This is not family dinner, restaurant. Okay. In school days, my we were like kind of poor, so we had to work. Then only we will be able to earn money. So I used to go to hotel and order food. We will not have time to cook. So actually, during those days, I like onion, not onion dosa. Some dosas I like. So my hometown is very hot. So the master who puts, like the person who puts the dosa is called dosa master. So because of the hot humid climate, he wears only baniyan. Okay. So prior to my ghee roast order, I had one order was there onion roast. Okay. So I was seeing how he is making like that. So he, somehow I don't know what he felt like that. He applied his hand here and then took the onion and sprinkled very nicely. After seeing that, I decided I will not have onion to dosa anywhere. I love only idli. Okay, but we have full faith and confidence that the food is going to be very tasty. Any restaurant. By the way, I'll tell you a secret. If you go to any hotel, don't see the kitchen. If you see the kitchen, you will never enter the hotel. Okay, but we have full faith. Okay, we don't know whether any no lizard or cockroach would have been there, but we have full faith. It's the tastiest food I'm going to get. Okay, so we should be very scientific. Okay, what is scientific? We should have aim, apparatus, procedure, observation, and conclusion. What is the aim? Whether Bhagavad Gita works or not. But foolish people directly jump to conclusion. It never works. But if you see properly, read, implement, and see, we have seen the changes. Okay, so it definitely works. So all our scriptures are not rules. Okay. So with this, next session will be from scriptures. We are going to tell why so many gods are there, what is the need for it, who is the supreme one, and whether God is a light or a person. From the scriptures, you may have thousands of conceptions. Please keep it aside. Let us learn from scriptures. Okay, next session is going to be an eye-opener session for all of you. Please come without fail. You'll have a wonderful session. Okay, yes. Now I have one or two announcements, and then we'll start. Okay, I'll finish this and then I'll start announcements. So this Srimad Bhagavatam, which I described so far. So I want to tell the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. So there was one person called what is it? Gokarna. Gokarna. Atmadeva. Yeah, got it. So his name was Atmadeva. He was so pure in his heart. He was very, very wonderful Brahmana, wonderful things. But one problem he had is he didn't have any kids. He didn't have any children. So he approached the sage, please help me that I want a kid like that. And that sage could foresee his future. He said, next 7 generations you will not have a kid like that, he told. So hearing that, he felt very bad and he requested that, no, please help me something. Because he was telling that your whatever son you will get, they will do more troubles. That's the reason you don't have karma. So better not to have it. But seeing the compassion, he told like, okay, I'll give a fruit. Take this fruit and give it to your wife, and ask her to consume fully, so that she'll give a nice birth to nice child like that. He told. Now this Atmadeva is very good, but his wife is not very good. His wife had a sister. Okay, the name is Dunduli. Dunduli is the name of the wife, I think, or sister's name. So the sister was actually carrying already. So she was telling, when you become pregnant, you'll become very ugly. You'll have a lot of problems. It is very useless. You don't become pregnant. So rather, I'm pregnant now already. I will give my child to you. So that no, we will say that I have no miscarriage, and you manage your child. I will come to feed the milk and things like that. You give me money in exchange of that. Like that, no, they made a no terrible, no, what do you call it, evil plan. So what they did is like no, they went according to the plan. This fruit they have thrown to cow. That cow ate it and gave birth to a wonderful boy. But only problem is he had a ears of a cow. So that's why he's called Gokarna. Okay. So he had a so now this lady also delivered. Somehow their arrangement, she used to come and feed the milk, and everyone felt that they are the son of this lady only, Atmadeva's son. So Atmadeva has two sons. One is Dundukari, another one is Gokarna. Okay. Now this Dundukari is very, very evil plan, so evil product. So he was very, very, very evil minded. He was doing all the sinful activities, going to prostitutes, stealing, things like that. So many things he was doing. Looking at his nature, Atmadeva felt very bad and he died very early. And so then, like within few days, this Dundukari killed her mother also because he want money and no money was there. And he used to beat her, and he also she committed suicide. She committed suicide. So both parents were died. Now Gokarna went to Prayag and other places to give the pratha for them. So during this time, this Dundukari again was very mischievous and doing things like that. So the kings were searching for this person to arrest him and punish him. So he was always with this abominable people like the prostitutes. So those prostitutes thought, okay, this person is very, very dangerous. So it is not right thing to keep him. So they all made a plan to kill him. So they killed the Dundukari also. After so many days, Gokarna came back from Gokarna, means so many things, Prayag and things, and he came back. And every night he was hearing a disturbing sound. We see, those movies and all. Door will be ringing and windows will be shaking. All those things he was hearing, having the feeling. Then, like, he could sprinkle the water and then he could speak to the person. And he said, I am Indukari, I am suffering in the ghost body. See, When you become ghost, no, all our subtle body will be there. Our mind, intelligence, false ego will be there. So that means what? All our desires will be there, but no senses to enjoy. It is a very, very horrible question. So he was telling that, please help me, I'm suffering like this, anything. Then, like, no, Gokarna said, I went to Prayag and offered again, no, Prartha for you. Why it is happening like that? He was asking. The next day, he inquired with Suryadev. Then Suryadev told, keep Srimad Bhagavatam, give a class for 7 days. At the end of 7 days, this person will be delivered like that. So now he's a ghost body. He entered into a bamboo stick which had 7 holes. Okay, so he invited every villagers and Gokarna was giving class on Srimad Bhagavatam. So one day, hole of the bamboo tree broke, indicating that he is getting delivered. At the end of seventh day, a beautiful plane from Vaikuntha came and took this Nimkari person. Okay, that is the power of Srimad Bhagavatam. So many people come and ask, Prabhuji, what to do for our father? Is we have done Prartha and other things, but keeping the Srimad Bhagavatam in your home is one of the topmost seva which you can do to your father and mother. So I always recommend my home series. Whomsoever, no, if you want to really help your parents, if you really want to do nice things, please keep Srimad Bhagavatam, install Srimad Bhagavatam. So it is a very wonderful opportunity. Trust me, one more thing is, if you buy Srimad Bhagavatam, I will personally come to your home and install in your house. Okay? And trust me, I don't have any time. There is one counselee who is waiting for me for past 2 years to visit his home. And one of the Seemantarayana, which we, not this one, we did it in some 4 5 months back. They delivered the baby. I don't have time to visit them even now. Okay, I was so busy in so many things. Okay, so but if you can make it, so I will be able to come. Not now immediately, but within future January, around January time, I'll definitely come to your home and install Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so you can check and inquire in the bookstore. It costs around 8,000 to 9,000. It is not objective that no, we want to earn money. We are giving in a much discounted price. Usually it costs around 12,000. This month we have a discounted price. It's going around now 10,000. Please buy. It is very good for your family as well as your parents. This is the best gift and help which you can do for your parents. Okay. Okay. With this, my class ends. I would like to thank the following donors. Yeah. So Radhesham Prabhu for daughter Surabhi's birthday is my 2022 Gita post. Mahendra Prabhu and family. Preeti Manoj Tiwari for the temple construction. Suresh Gautamas Prabhu and Nalli Mataji towards her son's wedding. Anish and Siddhish Prabhu, Siddhi Mataji. So let's all thank them by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mantra once. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So anyone who has not got any volunteer call, who have come here for the first time, please take down this number 819-781-9318. She is my wife, Indu Lakshmi. So please contact her so that we'll add it to the WhatsApp group so we'll get all the updates. So level 2 onwards, we need a no follow-up volunteer is a mandatory. So we should have. If you don't have, please contact her. Okay. So after next session, the second session after that will be a level 2 Gita course. Level 2 means very complicated. You may like the first session will be very simple, but subsequent session I use a lot of flow charts, lot of engineering calculator is required to understand the session. Please trust me, it is so complicated. That's the reason I request all of you to stand one round of Hare Krishna Mantra. I think in the third session I shown a verse that karmanansi both again. That is one can see action in action, and inaction in action is the actual seer like that Krishna has told. Okay, but none of you could understand that. Okay, so that is how complicated it is. When I started to chant, I could understand the verse. So please started to chant, then only you will be able to understand level 2. That's the reason we have kept a criteria of mandatorily one round chanting. And we should have minimum attendance of 6 sessions. If you miss some session, please contact your follow volunteers. We have the playlist of this entire session. You can watch them offline. Okay? Yes? Now, after the end of this one class, who are under the follow-up volunteers of Pratap Prabhu? who are all there? Okay. So please meet me just before Prashadam. We'll meet here. After offering flower, please meet. Similarly, Surya and Vijayashri Mataji. Okay. So please meet me after the Prashadam. So I want to discuss with you. Okay. I met the two volunteers last week. So this week, next week, I'll meet the two volunteers, and rest of you also will meet. So from next week onwards, the five mentors which were introduced last week, they will be calling you. Okay. The other volunteers who are calling you are given higher seva. They have something called book marathon seva is there. So they will not be calling you. So I'll be reallocating the mentors to all of you. Mentors, basically mentors will be allotted to all of you. So there will be a change in the contact who's following you. So that will happen by this Friday. So by next Saturday, you'll get a call from different number. Don't be surprised. Okay. Fine. Any questions? Hare Krishna, Krish.
When our scripture says this is other prophets,
Hmm.
I mean, why don't we consider they are also
They are also what?
they are also equal to us?
They are also equal.
I mean, they are also have faiths.
Ah, they are not wrong faith. I'll explain. Anyhow, next session you will get more understanding. So here I will tell the brief. Anyhow, you all understood the three modes of material, so now I can tell. So if you see Quran, there is one verse on whom should we marry. So they are called surahs. Their verses are called surahs. That one should not marry a wife's sister's, wife's mother, wife's grandmother. When I saw that, what kind of nonsense is this? Like that I was seeing. Why they are giving a list of people who they should marry like that? But when I really understood during that time, people were doing that. Okay, so so that much low degradation people were there. Now, if you go there and tell you should chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you should worship Krishna, you should know the Govardhan Leela, all those things they cannot understand. So, for the different level of people, different things have come. So, these prophets are sent by Lord only to help the people because their consciousness is very low. When they follow what they told, they elevate their consciousness, and with the elevated consciousness, they come to understanding of for Sanatan Dharma. So to help them only that has been made. But with the time, it has been completely masala is mixed. It has become completely ulta. But the prophet's message was really pure. There is no doubt in that. Yes, please.
Why people are blindly following science, even they know that it's not correct. For example, the paracetamol.
Was it?
Paracetamol tablet.
Paracetamol.
Tablet,
Okay.
which found in I think 80 or something like that.
Okay.
Till date, even the doctors they don't know how paracetamol works in our body.
Correct.
It's a fever reducer, it's a pain reliever, and it's used in even in some of the mental treatment as well. If you have some mental pain, if you have a paracetamol, you will get relief. How it works, nobody knows. I mean, paracetamol equivalent to I think in homeopathy it's called Bryonia alba. In Ayurveda it's called Sudarshan. It's the same ingredient in all three. So how it works in Ayurveda also nobody knows how it works. So how people are blindly believing it. If you don't know how it works, then how can you believe in it? So
that's what systematically our Britishers did. So to believe that Western medicine. See, one doctor was sharing. So he was a doctor. He is a devotee. So he was telling me that our medical science have very, very much less understood our body than our Ayurveda. Ayurveda. It is not Veda. It is actually a science. It is our Shastra. Ayurveda. The Ayurveda describes how our body function is much, much superior, much, much advanced, and much, much what you call very clear understanding is there. Okay. So basically, I'll tell you, I am suffering from ulcer. Okay. So when I go to doctor, first thing they give is the which will help me to reduce ulcer is acid suppressant. So what happened with time? My mother developed a digestion issue. because acids were suppressed, that she couldn't digest anymore. So this is how it is happening. So once we take, once we understand only with, with experience only we are understanding. Okay. So but with time now that knowledge is spreading and knowledge is distributing, so we are able to. Some people are coming to like the consciousness which you have. So with that, one day it will happen. That right things will happen. But right now it is mainly due to the British program. That is the reason we are doing. Yes, please.
Prabhu, my question is related to Bhavishya Purana.
Yes, please.
See, it has, I believe, what little I know that it has predicted a lot about many things.
Yes.
Does it say what will be our future as a society or as a society in general, like people believing in Hindu culture, Hindu society, Hindu faith, what will be their future?
Yeah. So it is mentioned that next 10,000 years, I'll tell you, next 10,000 is a very, very golden period. The problem is, if you don't continue, we'll not be there in the 10,000 years. We'll be in the heaven, and after 40,000 years, we'll come back. So next 10,000 years is a golden period where people, everyone will be chanting the holy names of the Lord. 99% of the people will be Vaishnavas, like us. Everyone will be wearing tilak, everyone will be dhoti kurta, everyone will be chanting. Golden period is there. It is mentioned in the scriptures also. So that next 10,000 years is there. But after 10,000 years, whatever it is spread, acid rain, taxes 90%, woman will be treated as sex object. Even now it is happening. Any advertisement you take, a woman picture is there. I don't know why to sell a product, woman picture is required. So like that, no, everywhere degradation will be happening. So that is what is going to happen. But we don't have to worry that other faiths are increasing, growing like that. 10,000 years will be living. After the highest religion will be atheism only. After 10,000 years, atheism will be the strongest. So if you follow a religion, if you say you are following a religion, you will be killed and punished immediately. That is how horrible it is. Okay, that's why we should escape this place. So one of our acharya called Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to say that this world is a toilet. So nobody takes a bedroom, bed, wardrobe, everything to toilet and that I want to sit comfortably here. Nobody takes. Go, finish your job, come out. So this earthly world is like that. We should come, finish your job, go back to spiritual world. That is the duty that we have come here. We should not be staying here comfortably that I want comfort here. If you expect a comfort, you are expecting the wrong place.
Okay, what all scriptures we have in Vedic Shastra?
Okay.
I have no idea on that. So what is knowledge?
Okay. So there are 18 Puranas, 108 Upanishads are there, and Upa Puranas are there. So it's actually really a vast subject. So if you see, really, I also had that inquisitiveness. I want to also understand. But when I later I understood, our human life is not enough to read all of them. That is a real fact. By the time we complete, we need 10 lifetimes. That is the reality. So what Prabhupada has done wonderful thing is the essence of all the Vedic scriptures he captured. So the topmost sea, Vyasadeva has written all the Vedas. After writing all the Vedas, he thought, I don't know, like he felt very bad because Kaliyuga people life is very pathetic. They will to chant itself, they will say so many excuses. I don't think so. They will read it. So let me do something like that. He written something called Vedanta Sutra, the commentary or the essence of all the Vedas. That also became very big. Okay. Then he started to he felt very bad. I want to write a short commentary, but it has become bigger. It is not bigger than Vedas, but it has also become bigger. Then he started to write Srimad Bhagavatam as a condensed essence of all the Vedas. If we can study Srimad Bhagavatam, it covers everything. Okay, it covers everything. That's the reason we all study. You get entire essence of all the Vedas by studying Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes. Any other question? Okay. If no other question, let's go for important activity of the day. So please hear carefully, then we'll go for chanting. I would like to share something. See, I shared the Gokarna pastime, right? So when Gokarna, the Vaikuntha elephant, sorry, Vaikuntha plane came and took the Dundukari, every villager was there. They were surprised. See, we also heard Bhagavatam. Why no plane is coming for us? Only for you it has come. Like that they are asking. What the Vishnu, so when the Vishnu Dutas come, no, they will also be in 400 form. Okay, so when we attain the spiritual perfection, We'll also have 400 form. You know, when 4 hands are there, 2 hands you can type, 2 hands you can chant, 2 hands you can do other words. Okay, so the Vishnu Duttas were 4 hands were there. Okay, they will also have no same like Pitambari, same features of God. Okay, so they were there, they were coming and no taking this Dundukari. Then villagers are asking, why you have not no picked us like that? They said very important thing. Only Dundukari heard with the faith and rapt attention that this will save me. Okay, that is what is lagging for all of us. We don't have a rapt attention to hear the holy name. We don't have a rapt attention that this is very important for me. Please note, next 10 minutes, it's your exclusive appointment with Krishna. Okay, no office problem, no spouse problem, no kids tomorrow what to cook, tomorrow what to type. Please keep it away. 10 minutes is an exclusive, important appointment with Krishna. Okay? And people do many types of meditation. Okay? I'm not what you call discouraging that. They work, but problem is they suppress, but they don't permanently remove the no all the samskaras. Okay? Only devotional service will remove all your samskaras, all your this one. So I shared a live example of person. Right? No, he went on the scriptural, spiritual organizations. After that, he told me only this works for me. Right? So this is the power of this mantra meditation. It is not very ordinary. Please understand. Okay. Now, as I was trying in multiple sessions, I want to put Prabhupada Dhum. Okay. So, but what is happening? You are sometimes you are chanting fast, and he is chanting slow, things like that. So I will play in a speed. Please tell me whether it is acceptable. After you say acceptable, then we'll go for chanting. Okay. Just wait a minute.
We could contain them.
Point 9 is there. You tell me.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare.
This is point 9. Okay, I'll put point 8. We'll let you know. See what is happens if you put point 8 after Hare Hare, there's a gap which you are not stopping, but here it stops. So you are going faster. But if I do this point 9, it is slightly faster for you. That is what I am seeing. Okay. So you all tell me which speed you want. Accordingly, I will take over. Because hearing this Vani is very important. See, I think I shared, like once Ramanujacharya just washed his hands. Okay? After washing his hand, from that water, one fish ate that remnants, and then immediately it went back to Vaikuntha. Then all the disciples were astonished. How is it possible that this is happening like that? And we are all serving you very nicely, but it is not happening to us. That fish had a faith, plus any pure devotees associated with the Panathur area, anything connected with him, either his Vani, either his books, either things which is connected with him, is very purifying and protective. Okay, that's the reason I'm insisting. Even though you are slightly uncomfortable with the speed, but this is very much required for you. Okay, so I'm putting slower speed. You tell me whether it is comfortable to you.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Okay, how many you want point 9? Most of you point 9 is okay. So please listen carefully and follow the speed. It will be slightly faster, but you'll be comfortable. Okay? Get ready. Please close your eyes. Thank you. Can you repeat after me? Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Prabhu Nityananda. Shri Advaita Gadadhara. Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So just increase the volume so that you can follow the.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,